Can you walk along with us so we can all take pictures? There he is. Hey, JJ. How's it going? Oh my God.
Better now that you're here.
You start working on things because you think, ooh, I'd want to see that. It doesn't always mean, you know, that's a guarantee, but it's the closest thing I know to a litmus test for what can work. But we also work with great showrunners and people who, you know, we're very lucky to work with. So we just, you know, try to keep it all in the family. And luckily, we've done a number of shows with the same people again and again.
Hey, Jerry, look to your right. Big smile, sir. Big smile, big smile. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Thank you.
Some of, you know, my favorite shows, my friends' favorite shows, aren't necessarily made here. I know people who love shows in you know, various countries that are made in the States, and it just, you know, it speaks to, you know, how the world's getting smaller and smaller, and more you realize that great stories come from all over.
I'm JJ, straight ahead, please.
I mean, I would interview you, but
Thank you, Mr. Abrams.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being here, guys. Thank you so much.
Last one. Thank you.
great. And do you see anybody that might make a good Wookiee out here?
I'm definitely on a Wookiee hunt, so if I see any, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's my night's ambition to get Chris cast in Star Wars, you know.
That's it. That's it.
Who do you want to play in Star Wars?
Chewbacca's babies. I mean, I'm being realistic. You know, I think that's
typecast.
That's all, yeah. Anything that involves hair, I think I've got a shoe in for. Well, yeah, it's a show about a kid who's grown up in the west of Ireland with an imaginary friend. It's kind of semi-autobiographical, but we found a kid far more charming than I am to play me, which makes it watchable.
Sean Bean.
Yay! Sean Bean! Yay! We love Sean. We love Sean. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I decided to take it on. I just thought it was a wonderful part, a wonderful script, something I've always kind of aspired to, you know, playing diversity and different characters. I guess that's what excites us as actors, and this was a wonderful opportunity for me to kind of display another side of my character, I guess.
Tous ensemble, voilà. Parfait. Voilà, voilà.
Well, I think it's actually the mystery of it and the fact that it's very emotional because it deals about death and it deals about profound issues.
I feel like it's because maybe like a lot of people have like a side to them or they just don't really give a shit. And it's like an unapologetic, like just sort of like, I don't really care. And it's like a lot of like almost false confidence in a sense, which is like also a really, really fun thing.
Step down, please. Right. Gentlemen, straight ahead here, please.
This beginning of feminism in Brazil, and also how the African Brazilian culture started to grow with samba, capoeira, the African Brazilian religions, and how it started to spread and become the dominant culture. Just the first generation of black Brazilians after that were never slaves. You know what I mean?
Giancarlo, this way. Hello.
Giancarlo, last stop.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
There we go.
I like to show up for all things related to good television. And I know that JJ is going to be presented with something this evening because he is so stellar and excellent. He's been a part of this entertainment world for such a long time, and I feel like he's just beginning in the world of feature films. He's about to deliver something really beautiful to the world. And I've been enjoying sort of watching him work on the periphery of revolution.
So it's my story, my village story, and our resistance story. So the purpose is to reach the people and to reach the audience over all the world. And we succeeded to reach the audience. And people all the world, they were moved and touched by the story. So it's very important to be in the Oscar and to be nominated for the Emmy Awards. So it will give more attention to our story in Palestine.
And it turned out that a little girl fell into a lake in Austria and was underwater for 30 minutes. They fished her out, brought her to the hospital, and after 30 hours they resuscitated her and she had no brain damage. It was an incredible story of a guy who just didn't give up, and it became medical history.
Let's write his name on the card. Quickly, scribble his name on the card. Well, it comes out of a tradition of immersive documentaries or non-scripted entertainment, but the whole issue of asylum seekers is very... Yeah, no, it's a little bit different. I guess we've taken the conventions of reality television and applied it to a much more serious subject. Still compelling, very entertaining, but given that it deals with refugees and asylum seekers, it's applying that genre of television to something of real substance.